Hello and welcome to Telile Today. Today we're going to take you up to the 20th annual Terry Fox Run held here in Arishat on September 17th. We're going to talk to some of the organizers and some of the participants. We also have a little girl from Petit, Grat. Her name is Whitney Landry. She's 6 years old and she's going to sing a couple of songs. And then she's going to be joined by the rest of the Petit Grat steppers, and they're going to dance a couple of songs for us. So now let's go up to the Cancer Society building in Arishat and talk to some of the organizers from the 20th annual Terry Fox Run.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 20th annual Terry Fox Run. What a beautiful day for it again today, and I hope everyone enjoys themselves. My obligation right now is to read out the proclamation that proclaims today as Terry Fox Run Day, and once we read that proclamation, you can get on your way. To all to whom these presents may come, whereas the Terry Fox Run is committed to fostering research in the fight against cancer, and whereas we recognize the importance of cancer research as part of the aims and objectives of the run on behalf of the people of Canada and of our province of Nova Scotia, and whereas the Nova Scotia office of the Terry Fox Foundation is determined that our province takes its place among the provinces of Canada in perpetuating Terry's dream of finding a cure for cancer. Now, therefore, I, Chuck Boudreau, Deputy Warden of Richmond County, do hereby proclaim today, Sunday, September 17th, 2000, as Terry Fox Day, and do invite you, one and all, to participate in the 2000 Terry Fox Run. Enjoy yourself, have a great day, and thank you for taking part.
Okay. Hi, joining me now is Bernice Boudreau. Hi, Bernice.
Hi, how are you doing, Rhonda?
Good. Now, how long have you been working with the Cancer Society in Aid?
This is my first year that I do the memory board,
Okay.
and this is a memory board right here. Anybody that died of cancer or they're sick right now, a person puts the heart in, they put in memory of that person.
Okay.
And
Is it a monetary donation you make, or it's people who participate in the Terry Fox Run?
yeah, well, once you give your money at the table for, of course, the Terry Fox Run, and everything goes to research.
Right.
And you can come over here, and in memory of any loved one that did die, or also a memory of somebody that's even sick right now with cancer, some people wanted to put their name down. So that's good.
I know I put one in memory of my granddad who passed away. Right. Okay, so what else are you doing here? I see you have stickers and certificates as well?
Yes, every year that they complete the run, they receive a certificate. And this is a certificate right here.
Okay.
And in the corner, we put, each year, there's a label that goes on, and this year, of course, is special because it's the 20th anniversary of the Terry Fox Run.
Okay. So each year that you participate, you get one of these little blue stickers or different colors?
Yeah,
That's an 89.
If you want to look here, these are all
Sure.
the years. It's been going for 20 years.
Okay.
So this is the 20th year anniversary.
Okay. So you just apply your...
Yes, like year 2001, year 2002, until you complete
Right.
your runs.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Bernice.
You're welcome, Rhonda. Thanks.
Sure.
Well, you can put yourself with the three names. And roughly what you have, do you know, have a count of what you have?
Yeah,
on
they
the
had
sheet?
67 each.
67?
$67 each.
I should add that to this, huh?
Yeah.
They each got 67.
That's excellent.
Okay, I stole James's chair here, and joining me is Judy LeBlanc. Hi, Judy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Now, you are a member of the Cancer Society, I understand?
Yes, I'm the president of the Anne Madame Lucille unit.
Okay. Now, your job here today, as I seen, was to accept the pledge sheets.
Yes. I help people fill out pledge sheets, and some are donations and some are pledges, and try and get them organized and separate them into stacks, and, you know, try to figure out how many runners we have. And
Okay. So if somebody didn't want to actually participate in the run, they could come in and just give you $5, $10 and say, I want to make a donation?
yes, that's fine.
Oh, I
Really?
wasn't aware of that.
Quite acceptable. You don't have to walk, bike, or run. You can just donate if you wish. Some of the elderly people come in and they donate money, and we just fill out a form so, you know, that they're included in the Terry Fox run, but they don't actually do the run because of the, you know, the age, and, you know, but they still come early and donate. We have some dedicated people out there.
Well, that's great. Also, Judy, I noticed that, okay, it's 10 kilometers, is it not? You leave here, you go all the way on the high road to
Yes.
where the stretch joins the high road.
Yes, put it a Grat stretch.
Right, and then you loop around, you come up by the Legion, take the low road, and come back up behind the Catholic Church and here.
Yes,
That's 10K.
10-kilometer run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to do the full 10K?
Well, most people do. If something happens that they can't, somebody will pick them up. If they stay stranded, somebody will go see them for them.
Okay.
We usually keep track of who's the last ones coming in, so we pretty well know, you know, who our runners are and which ones finish first and which ones finish last.
But I guess what I meant is there an obligation to do the full 10K when you leave here?
Oh, not necessarily, no.
Okay.
No,
So
no.
anywhere on the low road, like just up by Ming Lungs or down by Premiums
Sure.
or down by the bank, you could loop around there if you felt.
Sure. Yes, like we have the residents from the St. Anne's Centre that are usually some of them take part and they go in wheelchairs and they only go so far and then they return.
Okay.
Go as far as the post office say and then they return.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't have to, you're not obliged to do the whole 10-kilometer run.
Okay. I don't know if I'd be able to physically do the full 10K. I could probably do it today. I would definitely feel it tomorrow, though.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have an amount realized so far today?
Yes, I do. Right now in pledges, it looks like we have around $1,900 between pledges and donations. $1,900, which is excellent.
Yes.
We had a good turnout, the weather is fine, and
Do you have a number on participants today?
not quite as yet.
Okay. No, that's
But
fine.
I will get that shortly.
We got a shot of them passing, and it looked like a good amount of people.
Oh, there was a good, I'd say 70 or 80.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
easy.
Okay, Judy, I guess I'd like to find out a little bit more about the Cancer Society and what it does. I know today is a big thing.
Today is specifically the Terry Fox run.
Right,
yeah.
right. Now, what else does the Cancer Society do throughout the year besides the Terry Fox Run?
Well, the Canadian Cancer Society, our unit, what we do is we loan out equipment to people in need, wheelchairs and commodes and walkers, and
Do you have to be a cancer patient in order to get
not
equipment?
necessarily, not necessarily, no. We don't really ask if it's a cancer patient, if it's required, and we have it on loan, and we have it here. They're more than welcome to have it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And we have meetings, I don't have too many meetings a year, maybe 4 meetings a year, and our annual meeting in November. April is Cancer Month, as everyone is aware of, so that's our major fundraising month, where we go door-to-door campaigning, and also daffodils, which is our 2 major fundraisers.
Right, right.
So we sort of rely on those 2 major fundraisers. This year, our quota was to $10,000. And I think we surpassed our quota, not by much, but I think we got there.
Okay, quota is in amount raised throughout the year?
Yeah, $10,000 was our quota. So we try to raise that amount of money between the door-to-door campaign, the daffodil sales, and extracurriculum things that we do, like bingos or ticket sales or whatever, you know, and then we try to raise the $10,000, you know. Considering the economic situation of the community, it's sometimes quite difficult to do, but we sort of stick together and try and at least get our quota.
Right, right. Is there anything specific to the Cancer Society that maybe our viewing audience is not aware of that maybe you could point out, or I know you're pretty out there. I mean, people come to my door and then ask if I want to make a donation in April for the Cancer Society and the Daffodil Campaign and stuff. But is there something maybe that our viewers may not be aware of that a service you provide or something like that?
Well, we're always here to help. Like, I'm the president, but I have committee members. So I have like a vice president and a treasurer, and like I'm not in this all by myself. We have a campaign chairperson, and I have an in memoriam chairperson, a service to patient chairperson. So I mean, there's different departments within the unit itself.
Okay. So if somebody wanted if they needed something specific, who would they contact? Would it be you yourself?
Not necessarily. If it's something regarding transportation or drugs they require, they'd have to go to the service to patients.
Okay.
If it was something that they were looking for in the campaign area, then they'd go to the campaign chairperson, Gerald Boudreau.
Okay.
So everyone has a different job within the unit.
But could they call on you and say,
Oh,
this
yes.
is my need? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have a lone cupboard convener, Linda Sampson.
Okay.
Sometimes Linda's away or on vacation or something, and people will call me and ask me to come to the building and see if there's a wheelchair handy or commode or walker, some equipment they want to borrow, and more certainly I do come over and see if we have it. They're more than welcome to have it.
Right.
It's a service within the community that a lot of people don't know are there. It's actually there. And of course, we're always looking for volunteers. Volunteers is the hardest thing to get in any organization, which I'm aware of throughout all the communities.
Right.
But
So you're always open to volunteers coming
always
in?
open to volunteers. We can use all the help we can get
Okay.
at any time.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much, Judy.
Thank you very much.
Joining me now is Velma. Velma
Poirier.
Poirier. Sorry about that, Velma. I just know you as Velma. Okay, so Velma, I understand you've been organizing the Terry Fox Run for quite a number of years now.
Yes, it was. It'll be 20 years this year that I've been organizing, and one of the reasons why I got involved was the first 2 years it was run through the Cancer Society,
Right.
and I was the president at that time.
Okay.
But then they broke up and found a foundation, so I kept on going, And this year I was disappointed. I didn't think that we were going to get that crowd because I had an accident early in August, and I was laid up the whole month of August, so I didn't have a chance to go around and and collect. But I was surprised today when I saw the crowd there. They were
We had a good
very
turnout,
big
didn't we?
crowd. I think it's the biggest crowd ever since we started
Great.
this thing here.
Great. And
And
according to Judy, the amount realized is very honorable.
they're very honorable, and
Yes.
of course, like I said, they'd have the RCMP amount and the,
Okay.
we'd have the total amount to announce later on.
Right. Now, I understand that this may be your last year as organizer of the Terry Fox Run?
Well, the reason I kept it this year is because I had started it, but
Okay.
after my accident, I don't feel too good, and I figured that, I've been 27 years with the Cancer Society. I was 11 of those years I was president, and now this year. So I think it's time for somebody to take over, but I won't see them stuck,
Sure.
But the RCMP have told me that they'd look after it for me if I couldn't look after it next year. So
well, that's
they're
great.
involved in it, so it's fine. Yeah.
Well, I think you've been a very valuable asset to the Cancer Society in organizing the Terry Fox Run for the last 20 years, Velma, and congratulations and all the best.
Thank you. I did my best.
No, I think
Thank
you
you
did.
very much
You're
for
welcome,
taping us,
Bob.
because we're really delighted, to have you.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Hi, Rhonda. How are
Hi, Francois.
Well, having a great time out here.
Yes. Now, have you run every bit of the way?
Yes, so far, non-stop.
Wow.
It hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much, I'm sure, as it did a man by the name of Terry Fox 20 years ago,
Right.
and the millions of people across the country, across the world that suffer from this.
Right.
So we're just here on behalf of the RCMP. If we're not working, we're participating, and just as our pledge to show the support for this ongoing cause.
Right.
We love it. Now, before I pass out, I might have to continue on going.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, thank you. All the best.
Before you
Yes.
run away,
Yes.
is there a bit of a competition between you and Officer Lepa Yankovic?
Guaranteed, we can't let those young ones think they can do the thing right away, right? We got to gradually let them beat us.
But I told her I was going to detain you so she'd get a little lead.
That's good. You did well. You did well. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Okay.
Almost there. Hi. Hello. How you doing?
I'm about to die.
Well, you did the better part of 10K in about an hour.
Yeah, I got another
good.
10 minutes to go.
Yes.
Hope I'll make it.
Now, I tried to detain Francois
Did he stop?
for about
cheating.
a minute and a half.
Oh, okay.
And I told him the plan was to detain him so that you'd get a little bit of a lead, but he just kept going.
He knew better.
So he mentioned the fact that the RCMP has always participated in the Terry Fox Run.
That's right.
Right.
It's my first year.
Right,
First time doing 10K.
right.
Almost there.
You feel good?
I feel good. I'm pumped.
All right, go, let's go. Joining me here is Raymond Boudreau, and you have a bit of a refreshment stand here, Raymond. Is this something that you were asked to do?
Yeah, my daughter Grace, she's been doing it for a number of years, and so today she raised some money and she said, Dad, you know I'm going to walk, so will you look after the stand for me? So I'm just waiting for her to get back so she can pay me.
Okay, and who do you have helping you out here today?
Well, I have here a couple of young guys here that just stopped in to help me out, and I'm really grateful to have them with me.
Okay.
And yeah,
Christophe Theriault, and what's his name?
Thomas LeBlanc.
Thomas LeBlanc, okay.
LeBlanc.
So they're providing refreshments for the walkers,
That's
the
correct.
participants in the Terry Fox Run.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this the, no, you said Grace does this
Yeah,
usually
she's
every
been
year.
doing it for a number of years.
Okay.
And, so today she decided to raise money this time around also, and she's
Okay.
walking, and that's the reason why that we're here, trying to keep it in order till she gets back.
Okay, it looks like it's well appreciated, isn't it?
Yes, it is, very much.
Well, thank you so much,
For a
Rick.
good cause.
It is, isn't
Yeah.
it? And beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
All the more reason for people to appreciate this cold drink when they get here.
Exactly.
You ready for a drink?
Yeah, and they're doing a fine job.
They are, aren't they?
Are they ever?
You do a fine job every year.
Yeah.
Joining me now is Constable Boucher. Constable Boucher, you are fairly new to the area, I understand?
Yes, I moved here 2 months ago.
Okay. What do you think of the Almadam area?
Beautiful area, beautiful, picturesque area, really nice.
Yeah.
People are really nice. So,
Right.
so far, I've been here 2 months, and people have been really nice to me.
Right.
It's been a good area, so
Uh-huh.
I'll enjoy my time here.
Okay.
Yes.
Now today, you were very valuable to us by transporting us around to get some shots of the people and talk to some of the people participating in the Terry Fox Run. So thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Glad I could help.
Okay. Now, while we were en route, we were talking about cancer survivors and why most people participate is because they know someone, a family member. And I understand cancer has also touched your family?
Yes, it is a situation right close to my heart, really. It's my wife. She was diagnosed with cancer when she was 14 years old. And at that point, she was given a few months to live, 2 to 3 months to live. After going through 2 years of chemotherapy, she went through remission and all that stuff, and now she's been 18 years cancer-free.
Wow.
And just out of these stories, because we always hear the stories in cancer, in relation to the stories are always a bad ending, as they call it. But there are some good endings out there, and my wife weren't supposed to have any children at all, and now we have 2 children, 18 years cancer-free, and we've been living in different areas of the province and cherishing life for everything for life gives us, and it's really a nice gift that she was given, the survival.
It's amazing and it's awesome, and it gives you such a good feeling to hear that there is some good that comes out of cancer, isn't there?
Yes, there is, and it's good for the people to see that, to donate and give the Cancer Society as much as they can, and give their time mostly, because that's what we need, mostly give time, and that's what we plan to do while we're here, give time to Cancer Society, and thank also great God above, and also thank the people of the Cancer Society for helping so much.
Right.
That's nice.
So, can you fill me in a little bit on the rivalry maybe between it's Corporal Francois Bidel
and Lepa.
and yes, what's going on there?
From what I gather, which I don't want to get involved too much with it because I'm in the middle of all this, but from what I gather, it's an age factor. I think it's an age factor. I can see that Frank he came second, I might add. Second today went to Mr. Foucher.
Paul Forgeon came in first.
Paul Forgeon came in first, and Frank came in second. I think it's a big rivalry between him and Lepa.
Right.
It's an age thing, but I think Frank proved that an older fella can do well. And see, now she's telling me to cut over there. So she wants to be a director now. That's nice.
But they both did very well. They ran the whole 10K.
Yeah, the road 10K.
They both took a couple of seconds to speak to me on the side of the road.
Yes, and I might say Aleppo was not as puffing as hard as Frank, though. I can say that.
You know what?
That's
I
the
have
only
to
I
agree with you there.
Yes, that's what I thought too. I just as an observer to the whole thing. And I might add, I did about 40 kilometers today. So
Right.
I drove 4 times around the whole loop.
Right.
I'm quite proud of that.
Okay.
And also, we got to also say that Natalie, see, she's right
Yes.
there. One of our detachment assistant, which is quite particularly. She walked that thing right through.
Yep, yep.
And she's a good girl.
But Natalie's a good walker.
She's a good walker. She walks all the time.
That's right.
But also, we got good runners. We got members are all in shape.
Bikers.
Hey, bikers. We got biker. Got everybody. Yeah, we're right there, and we're ready for 'em.
Right.
And like I say, all I know is that Corporal Frank Bedell won this one.
So 1 franc, Lepa 0.
1 franc, level 0.
Okay.
The challenge is on.
Thank you so much, JP. I'd like to thank everyone who spoke to me today. The Cancer Society is doing some real good work, and they realized about $2,000 today. We'll have a total at the end of the show for you. Also, I think it's very honorable to recognize Velma Poirier and his 20 years of service to the Cancer Society and for organizing, well, he was the organizer for the last 20 years of the Terry Fox Run, and this being his last year. Thank you ever so much, Velma, for all your work and efforts you've put into the Cancer Society. Also, if you haven't been touched by cancer, you're a very fortunate person. I don't know too many people that I've spoken to that haven't been affected, a family member or an in-law, or cancer is something that touches all of us. So please do your part and support the Cancer Society. I'd like to thank all the organizers of the Terry Fox Run for speaking to me today. Also, once again, just to acknowledge Velma Poirier's 20 years of service with the Cancer Society. It's very commendable of you, Velma, and on behalf of the community, thank you for your service. Now we're going into the studio, and we're going to hear from Whitney Landry. She's going to sing a couple of songs for you, and then she'll be joined by the rest of the Petit Grat Steppers.
He was awake by the sound of raging winds, as the snowstorm he could see. As he looked outside his window, the trees were bending down. Wet ice and snow upon him, and the raging winds all around. Next morning, just at daybreak, loud knocks came on our door. Mother dressed and rushed downstairs and opened up the door. All alone at Grat, she stood there with sorrow in his eyes. He held her up when ship went down, and not one man survived. When the young boy saw his mother's tears, his heart was filled with pain. He knew instead he'd see no more of Piranha again. He took his picture and his hands to his arm. He pressed it here. He closed his eyes and he realized his everything. She's about spread their wings. Settle down, just what they need. Living on love. She don't care about what's inside. She just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marbles and time. Living on love. Living on love. Violent times without somebody never knitting it down. Just like an old-fashioned story, but alright. Living on love. It sounds simple. That's what you're thinking. Love to want to fire without blinking. It doesn't take much. You giving up. Living on love. Without a thing, treating gone, still they sing. Side by side, made frontboard swing. Living on love. You can't see anymore. She could bear sweep the floor, and in hand go walk through the door. Just living on love. Living on love. Violent times without somebody never knitting it down. Just like an old-fashioned story, but alright. Living on love. It sounds simple. That's what you're thinking. Love to want to fire without blinking. It doesn't take much. You giving up. Living on love. Living on love. Violent times without somebody never knitting it down. Just like an old-fashioned story, but alright. Living on love. It sounds simple. That's what you're thinking. Love to want to fire without blinking. It doesn't take much. You giving up. Living on love. Oh, it doesn't take much. You giving up. Living on love. Yeah!
Watching those girls dance just tires me out. I'd like to thank all the organizers from the Terry Fox Run, as well as Janik Boudreau, Renee Sampson, Whitney Landry, and Jenna Richard of the Petit Grat Steppers. They were excellent. If you have any show ideas or comments to make on today's show, I'd be happy to hear from you. You can reach me at 226-1928. Thank you for watching Telile Today. I'm Rhonda LeBlanc.